Video games aren't fun anymore. Well, at least that's how I feel. Maybe you feel the same way, or maybe you completely disagree and you spend hours gaming every single day until 3 AM in the morning. But what if I told you that in 2 years from now, the thing that once brought you so much joy would become something you hate? This is the story of how I returned from a 100-day break to try fall in love with video games again. I came across a few videos talking about why gaming isn't fun anymore, but the one thing that all these videos suggested was to take a break from video games. And so I wanted to try this to see whether it would work. But I always like to go above and beyond because I'm a bit of a nerd. And so instead of taking a 1-week break or a 1-month break, I decided to take a 100-day break. So this started at the end of October in 2023 because I was extremely curious to see whether taking a break would actually change anything. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I'm kidding. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what I did to try and increase my motivation to play video games again, and whether it worked or not, by using 3 of my ex-favorite games. Valorant is a 5v5 team-based FPS game where your objective is to either plant or defuse a bomb in order to win each round. This used to be my favorite game of all time, and I vividly remember being addicted to the game so much that my friends would play with me and then they would go to sleep, but I would still stay on the game by myself for a few extra hours and then go to sleep at like 2 AM in the morning. But over time, the game that brought me so much happiness began to develop into something that made me feel like driving to the nearest cliff and admiring the beautiful scenery. So now I have very bad memories of the game, but here are 3 things that I remember hating the most. Rude and toxic teammates, repetitive gameplay, bad gunplay. But it was 100 days since I last touched this game. Would I finally enjoy this game after taking such a long break? Before my first game, I was already extremely mad because it literally took me almost 10 minutes to get the game to actually load. It kept crashing and none of the other games in this video had this issue. And so I was ready to smash my monitor before I even shot a single bullet. But I said to myself, don't hate the game, hate the player. Wait, what? I did a quick warm-up in the shooting range to see whether I still had my aim, and yeah, my aim was long gone. That ship set sail 100 days ago, and it never intended on coming back. So I was kinda screwed, but oh well. After procrastinating for 20 minutes, I finally hopped into my first game. Yo, big dog 117. What's the 117 mean?
Well, I killed the other 116 big dogs.
What? I know I said that teammates are usually toxic, but I kind of forgot how fun some of them could actually be. And that was something I kind of missed about this game. Do you guys like this game? You guys have fun?
Not really.
Then why do you keep playing it?
My dad beats me if I don't play.
So it looks like I'm not the only one that hates this game. But would it be possible to fall in love again? Well, here were the first bullets I shot in over 100 days. Bro, I swear my crosshair was literally on his head. But I don't know, maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I started hating video games because I was just bad at them. But so many people can still have fun even though they're not the best at the game. And so it had to be something else. The next round kind of answered this question. I was in a 1v5 situation and managed to get 1 kill before dying when the enemy team typed this in all chat. Bro, they're calling me the most scared player OCE. That's crazy. You might see this as something small, but this small insult unlocked a sea of memories of all the things I've been called in all chat. The N word, the R word, the A word, the B word, the C word, the D word, the E word, the F word, the G word. The rest of the game was pretty uneventful and we got destroyed. Not gonna lie, at this point, my opinion on the game hadn't really changed. From the beginning, I was already pissed off. Because in this game, if someone in the lobby has a potato PC, then the whole lobby has to wait 10 minutes before we can actually load into the game. Yo, any microphones in this lobby? No. So yeah, no one had a mic this game, but I noticed something kind of funny. In this game, I was literally buying the exact same weapons and abilities at the exact same rounds that I was buying them in the last game, but just on a different map. Oh my, bro, the abilities are pretty annoying, but to be fair, it's just part of the game.
I got asked what song I was listening to.
So like, Imagine Dragons?
Oh yeah, 100%, bro.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face. The rest of this game was honestly amazing. I had so much fun, and it completely changed my mind. I'm kidding. Literally nothing happened during the rest of the game. The next game sort of changed my mind. Wait, why are there 3 goblins on this team? Wait, why don't you try goblin on these nuts? Wait, why is this guy enemy's username anime titty lover? Apart from the fact that everybody was ignoring me, do you guys enjoy this game? I actually had fun this time. I was hitting shots left, right, and center, and by the end of the game, this happened.
你好. Eyes off me.
Hi.
你好.
Hi. No, not that. Oh my, no, okay. This happened. Shit!
Okay, let's go.
With Valorant, taking a 100-day break was amazing and it really reignited my passion for the game. And now I can have so much fun and enjoy it again. That's probably what you expected to hear, but that is not the truth. I still didn't enjoy this game, which is a shame because I used to love this game and was addicted to playing it every single day. I can't really find any explanation for this other than the fact that maybe the game was just boring to begin with. Overwatch is a super fast-paced 5v5 team-based FPS game with tons of different game modes, heroes, and abilities. Fun fact, Overwatch is the worst rated game on Steam of all time. But I used to love this game. I was kind of addicted to the point where I literally couldn't be productive during a day unless I knew I would reward myself with 3 Overwatch games at night. I would literally start twitching during the day just thinking about how I would go and 360 no-scope some random 12-year-old kid later that night on Overwatch. And so yeah, it was a pretty unhealthy addiction. But there was a difference between Valorant and Overwatch. With Valorant, I ended up hating it. But with Overwatch, I just got bored and I just felt like I wasn't achieving much by playing the game. And so I knew that this time I would probably be able to reignite my passion for the game. Here are the 3 things I remember disliking the most. No one has a mic. Teammates can be extremely trash and unbalanced. They have a small player base. But I was kind of worried at the same time. What if this ends up like Valorant and I still end up hating the game? Was 100 days really enough time? I always had a problem with long queue times for Overwatch since no one plays the game, but I was surprisingly hit with a 1-minute queue, which is much better than my usual 15-minute queue. I loaded into the game and it was a push the payload game mode. Basically, you have to stand near a car and it will move towards the goal, and the other team has to try stop you from moving it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot all the controls and I was a bit rusty. But the funny thing about this game is that everything moves so fast that you always look like a pro. Like, look at this and tell me if you can actually see what's happening. So here I was basically doing nothing and then I ditched my teammate instead of healing him and he died. This clip basically explains the ADHD Overwatch experience for you. What's happening? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? How am I not dead? Oh, I killed someone. You just click and then run around and then you kill people and then everything just moves so fast. It's fun, but then you start wondering what you're doing and whether you're actually like achieving anything or doing anything for the team. It's sort of like helping someone move something by just standing next to them. But honestly, I was having fun playing Overwatch, so much that I used my ultimate ability at the worst possible moment. Why did I just do that? Why did I just put my ult like that? Oh, it actually worked though. Then I got stuck in a trap and I got pretty mad, but then that made me realize that a lot of the reasons why I was mad at these games was maybe because of the elements of the game. Abilities are a part of both Valorant and Overwatch, and it doesn't make sense for me to get mad at that. If I want to play Valorant without abilities, then I should just play CSGO. And if I want to play Overwatch without abilities, then I should just play, actually wait, nothing exists. The rest of the game was super easy, and I felt bad for the other team because it was super unbalanced. They were kind of trash.
You're trash, kid.
But I honestly had a lot of fun. The next game was a King of the Hill game mode where you have to take control over a certain area and rack up points. This time I wanted to talk to some of my teammates to see whether the Overwatch community was still toxic. But, hello.
You?
Any mics?
One of these.
Please. Yeah, so no one had a mic. What is this character? Bro, this guy looks like a Power Ranger. So we actually started winning this game, but that's where everything fell apart. In Overwatch, to win the game, you have to play an objective. You actually don't need heaps of kills in order to win, but for some reason, there are so many peanut brain people that completely forget about the objective and go for kills and then end up throwing the game. What? Okay, that was a pretty stupid idea to go in like that. Okay, let me explain myself. Okay, yeah, that was kind of stupid. So we ended up losing the round despite being up by so much, and we also got steamrolled the next round as well because my teammates suck. Actually, no, I kept running into the enemy's ultimate abilities, but no, it's always someone else's fault and never my fault. That's the Sigma mentality. In this game, someone actually had a mic this time. You know, I used to play pro back in the 90s. They called me Candies.
I haven't heard of who's Candies.
Candies nuts fit in your mouth. Have you guys watched Rule 34 Widowmaker before?
No, I haven't yet. Why?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet either, but I've been recommended it. It was cool to talk to someone in Overwatch after so long, and it was actually pretty chill. Overall, I think I changed my mind about Overwatch. Taking a break definitely helped, and I think to make sure I keep enjoying this game, I need to take regular breaks and not spam so many games at a time. Playing once in a while will help to make it feel special. Fortnite is probably one of the most popular games in the world, and for a very good reason. When it first came out, it was the first of its kind, a new innovation in the battle royale genre. Way back in the day, I used to love playing Fortnite with my friends on my MacBook Pro. Yes, I didn't have a PC at the time and I hated playing on the controller. And up until last year, I enjoyed the game a lot, but one day it just seemed boring. The best way to describe it is sort of like Christmas. Every year you're excited for Christmas, but then one year it just doesn't hit the same anymore. Here are the 3 things that I started to hate the most. Too many sweats, cringe community, too difficult to build. Not gonna lie, the third point is kind of my fault. I could never really get the hang of it. But the other 2 points were huge turnoffs. Was a 100-day break going to change anything? Actually, yes, but in a bad way. I know for a fact that over the past 3 months where I took a break, there have been so many new sweats spawning everywhere to a point where I don't even know whether the game is playable anymore. But there's only one way to find out. I decided to do a random squad game as my first game back because I wanted to talk to random strangers about the game. Yo, anyone got a mic? But of course, no one had a mic. When I landed on the map, I immediately remembered one of the biggest issues I had with this game. There were way too many controls to the point where I had the most random keybinds. Like my use keybind is my middle mouse button because I ran out of keys. I spent the first half of this game struggling to find loot and complaining about how our teammate was ages away. Wait, why is our other teammate over there? Oh my gosh, our guy died. So we had to go on a rescue mission for him, but this was literally the only exciting thing about this game so far. Not the gunfights or anything, but walking 20 kilometers across the map to pick up some random reboot card. As you can see, I'm cracked at building, and this skill actually comes in handy later on. After my teammate tried to assassinate me, we finally found a proper team to fight, and that's when I decided to pop off and show them the power of a 100-day break.
What the hell? Oh my
Okay, honestly, the game was pretty boring, and even during the build battle, I felt nothing. This time, I wanted to try a solo game because my teammates were holding me back. Always remember the Sigma mentality. Immediately, it felt a bit more fun because I was kind of nervous. I was all on my own and I wanted to survive as long as possible. I started playing aggressive and going for early kills, like this guy whose cheeks I opened. But one thing I really enjoyed about this game was sniping, and I was literally entering everyone with this new sniper. I don't know whether this is a bot. Okay, so there were bots, but it's fun to destroy people who are bad at the game. But then, of course, I ran into a real player and I got exposed for my fraudulent building abilities. Okay, this is where the sweats are. Okay, I've lost. Oh, okay. Okay, bro, I'm lost. Help. Okay, here's where I go with this. What? He just edited me. Not gonna lie, it doesn't feel amazing when you get shat on like that, especially by a 12-year-old kid who goes by the name of Super Skibbity Pro. At this point, I still wasn't having fun, but I remembered that I always enjoyed zero builds more than builds, and so perhaps a game of zero builds could reignite my passion for the game. Why? There's the bot. I think I dropped in the wrong zone. Yeah, so I landed in the worst place possible, and immediately the NPCs wanted to open me up. But then I remembered that this would be easy because there was no building, and I actually had a chance to do something. Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
Not gonna lie, I was doing the same stuff as last game, just trying to loot up and stuff, until I got into this epic battle that reignited my passion for fork knife. I'm kidding, this game was ass. Overall, a 100-day break didn't change my opinion about Fortnite. I think it was mainly the sweat thing, but I guess people will always say get better, and so I should probably just focus on getting better instead of hating the game. At the end of this experiment, I can confidently say that taking a break from video games does not change your enjoyment of the game. Sometimes you just don't like playing certain types of games anymore, and that's completely normal. However, the one piece of advice I can give is to try branch out into different genres of games. Stop playing the exact same games, because if you do, you'll end up driving to the nearest cliff and admiring the beauty.